The king hurls his sacred sword high into the air. He drops to one knee, letting the blade pierce straight through his spine. The monster moves to claim the sword, but watches as the king's body turns to stone. The weight becomes unbearable. The bridge snaps. King and sword plunge into the depths below. Long ago, humans and wizards lived in harmony for thousands of years. Then everything changed. A dark wizard murdered the king of mages, stole his staff, and dragged it back to the sacred tower. He unleashed ancient dark forces, gaining unimaginable power. Luckily, Merlin struck back. He stole the staff and forged it into the legendary Excalibur. Soon after, the dark wizard marched his army of beasts toward the royal city. Dark magic tore through the towering walls like paper. The kingdom's soldiers stood no chance. Flesh and blood against these massive creatures, they looked like ants. The dark wizard was about to break through when King Uther grabbed Excalibur. He charged forward alone for the final battle. The moment his hands gripped the sword, blue runes blazed across the blade. The dark magic crumbled instantly. With the dark wizard defeated, his beast army collapsed, tumbling off the cliffs. The kingdom was saved. Uther's legend reached new heights, but Uther had no idea the dark wizard had a secret partner, his own brother Vortigern. Hungry for the throne, Vortigern made a deal with the devil. He gained incredible power, but the price was steep. He had to sacrifice someone he loved. Vortigern led his wife to a quiet pond, drew his dagger, and ended her life. Meanwhile, the king sensed danger coming. He fled with his wife and son. Just as the family was about to escape, the queen collapsed. Then a demon wreathed in flames appeared, riding a massive beast. To protect his son, Uther drew Excalibur without hesitation. But he was quickly overwhelmed. Even Excalibur was knocked from his hands. His young son ran to retrieve the sword for his father. When he touched the handle, it cut his palm. Blood dripped onto the blade. The sword had chosen its master. Even with his weapon back, Uther was barely hanging on. To help his son escape, he took hit after hit from the demon's scythe. Finally, he threw Excalibur high into the air. The sword came down, piercing through his back. His body turned to stone and sank to the bottom of the lake, sword and all. A small boat emerged from the river's hidden passage. Only young Arthur remained inside. A kind woman from the streets took him in. His life as a commoner had begun. Arthur was small and got picked on a lot at first. Fortunately, he found a master who knew how to fight. Under his teacher's guidance and protection, Arthur grew into a strong young man. Vortigern kept rebuilding the sacred tower. The higher it rose, the stronger his magic became. But just as construction was almost finished, Excalibur surfaced again. A legend spread among the people. Whoever could pull the sword from the stone would become the next king. Vortigern knew the sword's power. He was terrified, especially knowing Uther's son was still out there somewhere. He ordered a massive search across the kingdom. Every young man had to try pulling the sword. Before long, soldiers dragged Arthur before the sword in the stone.